my God, it's time for a concert review. I saw KKs Priest, LA Guns, and Burning Witches at a sold-out Culture Room here in South Florida. It was the first show in America. They did a couple shows on the boat. And, yeah, I knew once those tickets went on sale to get it the first day, because Culture Room's not that big. And sure enough, it sold out, and there was a lot of people there pissed off they couldn't get in, but hey, you snooze, you lose. And one thing I learned about the Culture Room way back in 2000, early 2000, King Diamond played there with Behemoth opening. And I got there kind of late. I missed Behemoth because the line was so slow to get in. So I really wanted to see Burning Witches. So I was telling my friend, yeah, man, we got to get there early, man, because, you know, the line's slow, blah, blah, blah. And then later on, I know a girl that lives up in North Florida that bought 2 meet and greets for Burning Witches, but she didn't, she couldn't go. So she gave it to her friend Michelle, who was going to get me in, right? So we go there. We're supposed to be there at 6. We got there early. I mean, we got there at 5 o'clock, and the parking lot was already almost full. So anyway, 6 o'clock, the meet and greet. It ran like crap. We didn't get into like 6:40 or something. And, you know, the guy comes out, all right, who's here for Burning Witches? We're all like, yeah, it's us. All right, come on in. They walked us in, they gave us all laminate, and we met Burning Witches. They did not ask for our name, nothing. Anybody could have walked in with us. But anyway, I got to meet Burning Witches. I love Burning Witches. They're awesome, and I met them, and they were awesome, and it was just cool as hell, man. And then I saw them live. And also, us and the VIP were in already, the venue, before anybody. So I got all the way up front for the whole show. Because once Burning Witches played, I was like, man, I ain't moving. I'm staying right here. And Burning Witches kicked much ass. They did, The Dark Tower, which I love that song off the last album. They did Hex and Hammer, Unleash the Beast, Sea of Lies, Dance with the Devil. It was badass, man. Those chicks are awesome. I highly recommend Burning Witches. That those that don't know them, check them out live. If you got KK's this tour coming your way, get there early. I highly recommend you check out Burning Witches because they are badass. I loved it. All right, then LA Guns. Now I'm not a big LA Guns guy, but I am a big fan of the first album. I love the first album. And I didn't really like anything after that. I did like Rip and Tear off the next album, but after that, Hollywood Vampires and all that crap, and Black Diamonds, their new stuff, nothing grabs me. Nothing at all. But they came out, and I didn't know the first song. I didn't care for it either. It wasn't that good. And then they went into Electric Gypsy, which was awesome. I love that song. I love that solo. Tracy Guns, even if I don't like the songs, it's awesome to see him play because he is a great player. And what else did they play? They played Never Enough and Sex Action. But they didn't play my favorite song, One More Reason. And they didn't play No Mercy. I love that song, No Mercy. Show No... And they ended the show with The Ballad of Jane. They didn't do Rip and Tear. It was like weird, man. Though I will say it wasn't bad. I mean, they went out there and Tracy Guns was impressive. And so was Phil Lewis, man. Phil Lewis is a screamer. His vocals are screaming. And he's still doing it quite well, man, at his age. So, yeah, they're all right. But then, the headliner comes out and it was amazing. KK comes out first, doing the whammy bar. It's a Judas Priest dream to see KK Downing so damn close in this club. wrecking that whammy bar right in front of me, man. That was epic. And they opened with Hellfire Thunderbolt off the first album. I love it. Then they went into One More Shot at Glory from the new album. Love it as well. Then they went into the Judas Priest classic, The Ripper. Then they did Reap the Whirlwind. Nightcrawler, another killer Priest classic. Burn in Hell, the only song to represent the Ripper era of Judas Priest. You know, it would have been so cool if they would do Cathedral Spires, because since that is the one most people like the most off of Juggulator, and it's a song that Judas Priest never played live, it would have been awesome if KKs Priest did that. You know, yeah, I've seen Judas Priest with Ripper twice, both towards Juggulator and Demolition, and they did Burning Hell both nights. They didn't do Cathedral Spires. Next, epic. They played Beyond the Realms of Death. Oh my God, I mean, I can't tell you how cool it was to be all the way up front witnessing this shit, man. Ripper is just, he's ungodly, man. That guy's voice is just unbelievable. Hasn't lost a step. It still hits those highs. Amazing. Beyond the Realms of Death. Love it. With the epic KK Downing solo at the end of the song, but we all know the owner of that song, solo-wise, is definitely Glenn Tipton, in my opinion. My favorite Glenn Tipton solo, even though I'm more of a KK guy. But man, he nailed it on Beyond the Realms of Death. But it was cool. The dude, you know, the other guy played it faithfully. And then at the end, you know, the ripping solo on that song is from KK, and it was awesome to see it inches from my face and performing that. All right, then after that, Hell Patrol off Painkiller. Bam, another one for another Judas Priest song. Then they did Brothers on the Road, and standing side stage was Burning Witches watching them. And Ripper went into this whole thing of brothers and sisters of, you know, of metal on the road and blah, blah. It was awesome. They were jamming. And cool tune. And then they went into the classic, the Green Manalishi with the two-pronged crown. The Fleetwood Mac cover, but they did the Judas Priest version, and it smoked. Then they did Breaking the Law. Kind of predictable. Well, whatever. It's a good rockin' tune. And then they end the set before the encores with my all-time favorite Judas Priest song, Victim of Changes. Amazing. All right, they go off stage. They come back and they do two songs from KK's Priest. They did Raise Your Fist and Strike of the Viper, which is cool, man. Hey, man, promote the band. Whatever, you know. Good stuff, man. I had a great night out. Got to see 3 bands. Got to see a lot of old friends that I haven't seen in a while, because there hasn't been many shows coming. But next month, Saxon and Uriah Heep is coming my way. Unbelievable. I flew to New York to see Saxon, and I also drove to Tampa to see Saxon, because Saxon hasn't come to South Florida since the Denim and Leather tour opening for Triumph on the Allied Forces tour, and I was at that show. So I'm excited to see Saxon. Anyway, that's it for my concert review. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I would really appreciate that. And leave your comments below if you're going to go see him, or if you saw the show I saw, or whatever. If you see a show coming up, leave your comments below how you feel about it. And like the video. It's good for the YouTube algorithms. So stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath and smack 'em a gob.